So for you Capricorns, you have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. There's definitely a lot of walking away from just people and situations that just don't work. I see that a lot of you Capricorns are starting to step your game up in the sense that you're realizing that there's really no point in trying to hold on to, you know, terrible relationships that don't actually bring you any kind of value. They just tear you down, right? The people that you're in a relationship with trying to tear you down. And especially one thing that I got as well, right? Just realize, especially if you Capricorns are chasing after excellence and you're chasing after improvement, hanging out with someone that's going to constantly try to bring you down is not going to make you improve. It's not going to inspire you to improve at all, right? And the thing is that the Five of Pentacles, part of it, why it is that you're walking away is the fact that a lot of Capricorns strive to be innovative, right? I can go on and on and on. Jeff Bezos is a Capricorn. Allegedly the main Marvel or the main continuity of Kang the Conqueror is a Capricorn. Noble Drew Ali, shout outs to all my Moors out there, but Noble Drew Ali is a Capricorn. I mean, Capricorns, when they have their head right, do big, amazing things. And it's just the calling that a lot of Capricorns tend to have is you want to do something great. You want to reshape the world, right? You want to be worldly renowned. And some Capricorns actually do reach that. So the thing is that the Five of Pentacles is, and that's something that the planet Saturn has, right? Saturn is bigger than the Earth. I don't know if people knew that, but Saturn is actually a couple of times bigger than the Earth, if I'm not mistaken, around 10 or more times bigger than planet Earth. So imagine how big that is, right? So you Capricorns want a functional relationship that works, that you can go the entire nine with, right? Go through the whole nine with, live the rest of your life with. But you're not getting that. What you're getting is these sorry individuals that constantly try to tear you down, make you feel like you are a jerk for wanting that, for striving for greatness at the same time. And the Queen of Swords represents you Capricorns just are ready for anything now that you have walked away from essentially these losers. And see, a lot of times people can get bent out of shape about, well, why is it that you use these words? Because that's what they are. Because a loser is a person who they lose, and not just because they lose, right? The sheer fact that they lost, right? They're always in second place or even further down the line. They're a loser because of their mentality. They don't want to win. They don't want to overachieve. They don't want to go for greatness. They don't want to do anything better. They don't want to take extra special care of anything. It's always about, unrestrained desire and whimsical, immediate, transactional desires and what they want to do. And that oftentimes, right, that lack of patience, which is what Capricorn has a co-founder in, right? It's patience, along with that in opposite sign of Cancer. That makes people losers. So what happens is that you're done dating these losers and you're ready for anything. If a person happens to be a loser where they have this mentality, where they don't strive for anything more than not chasing excellence, you Capricorns are not going to stay with them because you don't like them. And sometimes this can inspire Capricorns to be cheating, because a Capricorn will be with you and maybe you may have the money, but they may not necessarily really be in love with you. Now, how you get, for any of the cross watchers, how you get a Capricorn to love you is you have to actually be about something. You have to actually be chasing excellence. And one of the ways in order for you to do that is that if your Capricorn is onto something great and you happen to share interest with them, or maybe you don't share interest with them, but you should get into some of the things that the Capricorns, I'm talking to the cross watchers, that the Capricorns are into. That way, the two of you are able to build together, and it makes you that much closer, or that much close. So then the Judgment represents, and that's another thing too. Oftentimes people think that Capricorns get a bad rep. And yeah, a lot of you Capricorns can be judgmental. You Capricorns can be difficult to deal with, right? Especially when a lot of you Capricorns start to get bossy. But when you Capricorns' mind and your heart is in the correct place, you're doing it because you see the bigger picture in life. And you can see things that a lot of other people can't. You see the potential for things that a lot of other people can't. But this is the problem though, right? Because when you're dealing with a person that's too caught up with their animalistic, whimsical nature, right? Of just their raw, carnal desires, they can't see past through what it is that they want. They can't see past through their anger, their lust, their need for revenge, which is also akin to anger, their jealousy. They can't see past these things. And as a result of them not seeing past it, they'll often give you Capricorns a bad rep. Oh, you Capricorns were super bossy. Oh, you Capricorns did things that went against what it is that these people wanted. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, were they pushing the boundaries? Were they striving to chase excellence? Were they being creative while they were in a relationship? Were they doing this type of stuff? Or were they taking you for granted a little bit and thinking that the stability is all it is that the two of you needed, and that's it? Just the comfort of them being there, and that's it. They don't need to do anything else. They don't need to shake things up, right? So you shook things up, and then guess what? They made you into the scapegoat, because that's what Capricorn represents. Capricorn represents the scapegoat, the person, the zodiac sign, that in Pisces, right? Right? Sadomasochism. The zodiac sign that everybody takes a dump on and trashes. Because why? Because they're too stupid, unwise to be able to actually fix their problems. They're unwise. They don't want to learn. They don't want to reflect. They don't want to learn from their mistakes. They want to continue to do the same dumb stuff, especially when you're in a relationship with somebody. They think that they can run over you and disrespect you. Why are you supposed to be laying down with them? What is that? But this is the delusion and the illness of where their mentality is. The idea that they're laying with you, then they're betraying you, but then you need to overlook the competition like this is some sort of movie like The Hitman's Bodyguard, where two of them disliked each other, but the two of them actually did like each other, but it started off from a point of aggression. And it's like, no, that's not how real life works. That's not how most things pan out and plan out. So now you have the Eight of Pentacles, which represents you Capricorns. Understand now that you can't be around people who act like that, because they're too stupid. They're too much of a loser. They make decisions based upon them being satisfied now without anything happening long term. And that is essentially what's making them, that's what's putting them in a position where they cannot strive and survive, especially when it comes to a relationship with you. Because for you Capricorns, when your mind and your heart is in the right place, there's only one way to go, and that's up. Because remember, Capricorn, or Earth in general, represents what? Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it represents what direction on the map? What direction on the compass does Earth signs point to? North. So a Capricorn, and true north at that. So a Capricorn wants to go north, especially when your mind and your heart is in the right place. North, more high quality things, raising the quality of your life, making sure that the people around you, not just you're bringing yourself value, but if you are going to associate yourself with said people, They have to bring you value too. They can't just be standing around looking stupid, doing absolutely nothing whatsoever, looking around like a goofball, like they don't have any kind of purpose, and they just, give me compassion. No, you Capricorns are not going to do that. So since you stop hanging out with these people, your life has instantly gotten better. You don't have to hang around with this ball and chain, this person that isn't going to do anything but stand in your way and get on your nerves and try to get you upset and enrage you because they don't do anything, and they constantly trying to be a parasite off of you, eat off your plate, and then convince you like they're doing so much, when in actuality, you Capricorns know good and well that you don't see anything. So now you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles represents how you're looking for someone that actually wants to be with you, takes notes on that, right? Actually wants to get to know you, right? Wants to know you in and out. And then the Queen of Pentacles is about, because the people who are sick, the people who have a warped sense of reality, who are looking for excuses to do dumb stuff, it's not going to work for you. You cannot, it's a problem for you Capricorns now. You cannot continue to sit there and let somebody gaslight you into thinking that the delusion that they are putting up of them doing so much and staying busy and doing all of these works behind the scenes that you do not see is real. A lot of you Capricorns need to see somebody putting in work, actually putting in an effort to get to know you, that wants to get to know you. And if they cannot show you it, if you cannot hang around them and you're seeing like, okay, this person actually is putting in work, then you will not hang around them. And that is the Three of Swords. The next card is the Three of Swords. That is what is going to create a lot of problems with people who just wanted to stand around you and parasite off of you to begin with, because they're going to have a problem and they're going to come up with straight up and down lies about you. Lies. They're going to call you everything in the book but a child of God. Ironically, right? Considering the fact that Capricorn is known as the devil. Right? Ironically, for me to say. But they're going to call you everything but a child of God, because you Capricorns won't let them play you. So what happens? The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about how you Capricorns have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to let time do its job. And what I mean when I say patient is, you're at a time right now where if you are dating, if you are getting to know people, right? And you have the Seven of Cups. If you are dating, if you are getting to know people, you have to take your time. There's a lot of con artists. There's a lot of people right now trying to play games with your time, your money, your mind, your heart. So you have to be patient, because what's happening is all of those warped, stupid individuals, right, who are goofy, essentially standing around you, and all of this that they can do is just say that they're doing something so valuable, but in actuality they're not. They're actually getting detoxed from your life. You're actually making it harder for them to attach themselves to you like the parasite they are, because you Capricorns are actually taking your time. And you have to remember that you have the Seven of Cups, which means you have plenty of options. When you're doing great, that's when a lot of the parasites start coming in. That's when a lot of the parasites start coming in, is when you're doing great, is when you're doing awesome. Because a lot of those parasites are beggars, always coming in with their hand out, because they have struggled trying to do for themselves because they're subpar. As you can tell, I don't personally like parasites too much, because you're grown. How do you not have any skills? What reality are you living in where it did not even occur to you to pick up any kind of skills? But then again, we're kind of living in a world where it fosters parasite behavior, because people aren't encouraged anymore to pick up skills, man or woman or child. So a lack of skills creates what? A parasitic pseudo culture, where people who don't have skills want to survive just like anything else. So guess what happened? They have to survive the only way that they know how, begging and trying to use trickery as a means of as a means of a way to live. But the Seven of Cups represents you have plenty of options. So what you Capricorns are supposed to be doing, if you ask me, is you Capricorns are supposed to be taking your time to see if the multiple people that you are getting to know, if any one of them stands out, if any one of them seems to be special to you. Now let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The Lovers, the High Priestess, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles, to clarify the Eight of Cups. The King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, okay. But we're clarifying the Eight of Cups. So you have the Lovers and the High Priestess, to clarify the Eight of Cups. So these two cards right here is about you Capricorns, like I said, searching for that, but it's someone that's going to be with you that's very special, right? Someone that represents this High Priestess. The High Priestess is one of the major arcana, or one of the arcana that actually knows the most, or one of them that continues, more specifically, continues to learn. So just as it is I was talking about from the very beginning, scroll back to minute number 1, right? You want someone that is studious just as much as they think they know something. They're very studious. And that is going to be a rare occurrence, because unfortunately, Capricorn, I'm not saying that it's impossible for you to find that. I never said that. I'm not saying that now. What I'm saying is that's rare, because when people get to a certain age, their mind becomes locked off because they think they know everything. In the Bible, it says be as children. But when they say be as children, the Bible mentions being as children, or being immature, or being childlike, and many different variations. In this element, in this aspect, when the Bible says be as children, be as innocent as children, it means be open-minded and be willing to learn and apply what you learn so that it can raise what? The quality of your life. It doesn't mean be as children in the sense of being stupid and unwise and being young and unwilling to learn because you're young and you think that you got all this time. No, it means keep an open mind and be willing to learn, and take the things that work and utilize it and put it and make it work to your advantage, is what it's saying. So you Capricorns are going to have to be with someone that has common sense, first and foremost, that is willing to learn, that is willing to do better for themselves. But that's going to take time to find, because most adults, once they reach a certain age, they think, I'm grown. So now you have the King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles now is about how, and you're going to have to take some time, some breaks every now and again as you're getting to know these multiple people, because it will begin to wear on you if you just jump from person to person to person. The Eight of Pentacles, while you're doing that, as you are taking a break every now and again from dating, you need to be making sure that you're still chasing excellence within your own self. Pay attention to what you did right, what you did wrong, what you need to work on, and the same thing for the person or the people, right? Generally speaking, that you date, what you did right, what they did right, what they did wrong, and where they can improve. And when you realize certain people or a certain amount of people that you've dated have a certain trait, if you realize or if you find that you don't like this particular trait, that's something that is a deal breaker. That's something that you don't like. For instance, I don't like ignorant people. And what I mean when I say ignorant, I don't like people that don't want to learn and is disrespectful, and all of this that they want to do is act like they're queens and bosses and all this other type of dumb stuff. That stuff turns me off. That stuff will have me dumping you very fast. That I don't, because I'm a studious individual. I always try to learn about different cultures and travel and learn and pay attention to, like what Bruce Lee said, pay attention to what I can take and implement it so that I can raise the quality of my life. So when you're chasing excellence, you have to understand what aggravates you as you're getting to know other people. And then that will let you know the standards that you have or the things that you are not going to put up with. How I learned about me not liking ignorant people and just dumb and you don't know anything and I need to explain everything to you like, you know, you some child or whatever, is because the people that I've dated, they always used to act like they knew everything from the outside looking in. And then as I got together with them, they always used to ask me the definition of every word. And not really, but they used to ask me the definition of a lot of different words. And it's like they have such extreme opinions, because that's what they are. They are opinions. They're not informed. It's not an informed, in-depth understanding. They're opinions. But they used to have all of these uninformed opinions, and it was extreme. And then when I went ahead and corrected the person, they would basically double up and act like, yeah, like I said that. It's like, no, you didn't say that. Because what I said about you is totally contrary to what it is, to the extreme ideological, because that's what it is. That it's extreme waste of a thought. Because the informed understanding and knowledge and the wisdom that I was implementing, telling the other person or the people that I was dating, right, in general sense, it would be more accurate. Because I would actually ask questions and get to know people. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Emperor, right, and the Ace of Wands, right. You're looking for someone that is willing to get to know you. Not always striving to dub you and get on your nerves and play all these types of stupid games and act like y'all are in a relationship, because that's what most people perceive relationships is. A bunch of wasting time and acting like they goofy. Wasting a bunch of time. But this is what I mean when I say that this is why a lot of people are so unsuccessful. So many people are complaining about, again, and I'm just using this as an example, but I'm pretty sure you Capricorns will appreciate it. Like finances, right? Financial health. How many people waste time because they'll get with somebody and not actually be together and work on their financial health together? No, instead of doing that, they want to waste time and act like they're so much better than somebody else. So they're wasting time, Capricorn, on this, instead of spending time actually solving the problem and going directly to the root of the problem. That's how stupid and delusional and off their rocker some people are. The lack of ability to actually problem solve and diagnose the issue is the problem. So you Capricorns obviously don't want that. What are some of the traits that you want a person to have? You want them to see themselves as royalty. Not in a pompous sense, not in a sense of superiority and arrogance, but in a sense of gracefulness, in a sense of dignity. You want them to be an aristocrat, a stand-up person, regardless of who they are, with some dignity and standards and respect and values. But that's going to be hard for you to find, because we're in a world right now where people are more concerned. People are in the lost value system. They are more concerned with money and whimsical desires and short-term fixes instead of long-term fixes. You understand? So that's the quality of the people that you're looking for. And let's clarify the Hanged Man. You all right? Okay. So to clarify the Hanged Man, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and then you have the Two of Swords. To clarify the Hanged Man. So the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, right? You need to be patient, because you will meet a lot of people. Or you are meeting a lot of people. And if you Capricorns are not very patient, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have people that are gonna do things that they'll even lie to make it seem like they like you, to get you to give up your resources, to share your value, to pay them attention. And these are people that are not very good, and they are not a very good match in a mix for you. So the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords now represents you have to remember the games that people play. And you have to be aware of the games that people play, because you don't want to keep reliving, or do you? You don't want to keep reliving the same stuff over and over again, where you treat people well, you try to welcome them into this dynasty that you're trying to build, and all it is that they can do is mess it up because they're laying down next to you, but they're jealous of you. It's this warped, delusional, off-the-wall sense of reality. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. And if you like this style of videos, right, long form, let me know in the comment section below. I know these videos are becoming hardy, but yeah, I'm trying to make the YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subs. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Also, too, I do provide private readings. I provide clothing. I also provide books, right, for knowledge. If you'd like to get a hold of any of those things, there's a link in the comment section below called the link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which it has my Instagram page on it, right? Send me, right? Go ahead and follow me there, right? Would really appreciate it if you did. The books that I have that are on Amazon, right? If you want to be able to help a relationship, right? I have something called Love Pays the Bills on Amazon. You have it's a book, tells you the basics, the in-depth basics on relationships. So many people think that love can't pay the bills, and factually it can. And in the book, I actually show and prove that it does. It can, and it does. And also check out my other books as well. If you're gonna read it, then please go back to Amazon and give it some good reviews. That way my book can actually get ranked higher in the Amazon algorithm, because Amazon uses artificial intelligence as well. I would know. As well as if you like to get a private tarot reading from me, birth chart readings as well. And for all those people who spend $100 or more, right, within an hour of getting a private tarot reading from me, or maybe even a birth chart reading, what I'll do is that if you decide to come back the next time and you want to get a 30-minute reading, instead of it being $70, I'll knock it down a notch to $50. So you'll save $20. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. I have 9,400 and I don't know, 9,450 some odd subscribers. Thank you so much. Peace.